and Wake Up Winona. Good morning. How are you guys doing? It's a much better morning this morning than it was yesterday. Yesterday was like gale force winds. I'm up on the ridge, so it was real, right? I think it's you can probably hear it in the background of yesterday's recording, and it was stormy and just ugly as all can be. And I'm like, oh my god, it's like I feel like I've been run over by a truck, and then I realized, oh, I'm running a fever. So I think I did 3 different live streams yesterday morning, and I'm like, man, why do not the words come out of the mouth the right way? Oh, I'm running a fever. That's how come. Which means that we have answered that question. What happens when Lori doesn't feel well? Well, it takes me a while before I notice. And let's see, what else do we notice here today? Here's our giveaway tool. So we're practicing. We're still in practice mode here. Practice getting up this early, practice getting everything set up for this particular podcast. And it does go out on a podcast, by the way. It goes out to the Google Music podcast, right, for the YouTubes. There's a way I can also match it up with the other stream podcast, the normal places that you would find a podcast. I'm not there yet. I'm just still trying to figure this out. But where I am at right now is this giveaway tool. So we're still practicing with that. So I'm going to say collect the comments. The hashtag is WakeUp. And there it is. It's going. It's going even if you don't see it. I'm going to remove it from the screen, but it's going to be still going in the background. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, because we're all about testing. These testing, 1, 2, 3 kind of things, right? So I already kind of pre-did a thingy here. So I'm going to put Wake Up Winona right in the comment stream. And there it is. Oh, good. It came up. When I did this, I did it on my other one, and on my other one, it goes to my personal Facebook, so it does not load for some reason. Oh, because I'm here, it doesn't load me twice in 2 places. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what this looks like. So when somebody comments, when I have a guest on or whatever it is, I can bring their comments on, like Wake Up Winona. See, there I am right there. That's on YouTube. But because this is simulcasting on Facebook, the Facebook page as well, there we are there. So Wake Up Winona on the Facebook page. And that looks like. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn that banner off because we don't need it anymore. You know the routine. I just have that on when I'm not here. And you know what it means to give people love on YouTube. And the reason why it's important, it's not a vanity metric for this whole project is not a vanity metric for me. It's not an exercise in that at all. It's like I don't mind making I don't mind, I'm much more focused on something that is I'm very much project focused, right? I am motivated not by personal things, but by kind of the personal thing that I'm motivated by is coffee this morning. The thing that I'm motivated by is it's like doing a crossword puzzle or doing the Sudoku, right? That gives me all kinds of joy because I've accomplished something. It's not that I want the gold star. I don't care about the gold star. I don't care about whatever most people get rewards for, And think about that a little bit. What really it's because the sun's not up. The lighting in here is really funky this time of day. We're gonna change this around a little bit. So what motivates you? I like community, and I like to see the connections. I don't want to be the center of it all. I want to be the person that is. I used to have a potluck, and when we lived in Winona 20 years ago, we had those potlucks too. But the girls were of an age where it was their potluck, which I was all about. So I would stock up the refrigerator And they would, they were in high school. I'd stop the refrigerator. The kids would come over. They had to get a tour of my kitchen so they knew what to do and how to clean up. And so that was the rule. They could come over. The food was stocked. They could cook whatever they wanted to cook. I was not serving them. I wasn't in their way. And then we lived down by the river, so they would take their stuff and go down by the river and have a little bonfire down by the river. And the cool thing about that is they were teenagers, and I would much rather them do that than me not knowing where the heck they were and worried about it just that just made sense to me, right? And so that's kind of what I'm about. It's like, what makes sense for the community, and how can I help, right? And how can I want to know things, and I'm sure other people want to know things, and I've got restrictions. Like I'm technically I'm disabled, right? I haven't been able to hold down a full-time job since I was hit by a car, and it's real. Like, I have good days, I've got bad days. Yesterday was a bad day, but I could still do this. I could still do this, right? So that's my win. That's my win here. I can do this, and I want to know, but a lot of times, a lot of the events happen, and that means it's a hardship for me. It really is, especially in the wintertime, because I'm unstable on my feet. We don't know how, there's all these unknowns yet, right? How stable is it? Is it really salted? Is it, am I going to injure myself? Am I going to put somebody else at risk, right? But I still want to be involved in helping community, right? And I think a lot of us want to feel that connection. And a lot of us are super curious. And another part of it is a lot of us want to have conversations. And sometimes, even though the social media can be wonderful, it can be wonderful for keeping in touch with people that are no longer around us physically. But there's also, not a huge chance for a nuanced conversation. And I'm not saying that what we can do here is completely nuanced, but it's getting there. It's like the next step into it, right? You can, and the other part of it is I love talking to people who disagree with me. I'm one of those people who love that because they can usually teach me something, right? I want them to feel heard, number one. And half the time, the disagreements that they think they do, I was a professional mediator. That's what I was trained that way before I came to Winona the last time, right? But that is like working the Sudoku puzzle. It's like working the crossword puzzle. It's like you get these things, and of course you can't solve this. And then all of a sudden, just by kind of twiddling around, you've got it all. You don't have it solved. You witnessed it being solved. They did the work, right? You just were there doing the thing. And that's kind of how I see myself. I'm just there doing the thing and witness and cheer for everybody to do their thing, right? If that makes any sense whatsoever this morning. Oh my goodness. My first cup of coffee, and the caffeine has not set in. And because I didn't feel well yesterday, there was no coffee for me yesterday. I had the sense to start out with tea, and I never switched it up yesterday. So, the other thing yesterday I was telling you about is what I really, really enjoy doing is community profiles. And that is, there's so many nonprofits, there's so many agencies here, there's so many people in the 3 universities, right? We've got incredibly talented, brilliant people that I don't know anything about, and I need to know. And I am hoping that you want to know about them too. And that's going to be more than a 10-minute section at 6 o'clock in the morning. But in these 10-minute sections, I can tell you when I do have them coming up. And if you're on YouTube and you hit that bell that alerts you when I do go live, then you'll know to come on if you want to hear about the person that I'm interviewing. And that's what really makes me happy in the morning time. And we're out of the 10 minutes. Goes quickly, doesn't it? And I believe I am the only one that put the comment on there, y'all. I am the only person, so I can't. Let's see. Let's see if let's see if it works. We'll bring it back up here and see if it works. I don't think it's not going to work. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. I think it's going to know that I'm me. Oh no, it did work. How cool is that? It did work because it came as two of me. That is very cool. That is so cool. See, early days. Early days. I'm still learning. It's still it's still a delight, and hopefully it's a delight for you guys too. Alrighty then. Well, we will see you tomorrow at 6. Have a blessed day.